position to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. A little screen to the running back. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Trojans offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 45, on his way. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space, it's Marshall. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCulley. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the ball squirted out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a Great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. At the 20, he's got space. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Using his legs to buy some time. On the run deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air. It's Mayava. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Fires toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Buying some time. Lets it go to the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On the snap, it's Jordan. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Steps away to find some room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on it.
Trying to escape and get it himself. The Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Lemon. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the 1st down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Bring in the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Unleashes it. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Michigan! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. He's going to throw deep right side. And here's the third interception of the night.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
One more snap coming before halftime. Going to swing it on second down. Fires deep on the run. He's got it on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Ncaa. Hauls it in. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
221 wing, 221 wing, we go.
They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Basic connection. Oh, he's got
start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out. It's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Turns it loose deep. Got his man downfield.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback now breaking the field. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Quarterback extends the play. Makes the grab, it's Sanders. They bring him down, but but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Lemon. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lane. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Snagged out of the air. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Snap in the shotgun. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. To the air, it's Underwood. Can't hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. They've got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. They'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Illegal block. Return team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And he's going to go down as time has run out. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.